Hello, how's it going today? And you know what? I'm gonna forget about my introduce myself and stuff like that because you know who it is. I want to get straight to the match, and I got to say I expected that result, and that result tonight is not really. It's not really, it is important because it's a result for, it's a bad result for us, but it's not. It didn't concern me in a way of like it's not a type of team you should be focusing on. I bet that man. I was with my woman, so as soon as I dropped to bus up, I think it was half time in the match. And when I saw the stats, it was no. It was no. Like obviously no half time and no shots on target. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad from us. I kept hearing Paul Merson was saying, oh, they're threat from corners. They're comfortable. Like so far United's are okay so far, but Arsenal's keep on throwing a goal. And I'm kind of glad I didn't watch the first half because it was just no like that. It was quite tame, so I'm glad I was distracted. To be quite honest, I mean, I wasn't going to be watching that ball and stuff anyway half time. So and I watched the second half because my woman went home then. So watched the second half, and I saw that Arsenal scored from a set piece, and it was just quite poor defending to be quite honest. You know, we were doing so good until that moment to keep it to 0-0. And Arsenal got a second goal from exactly a set piece again. I don't even know who scored the goals. I think one of them was from Saka and from I'd forgotten who the other player was. Or Trossard. I'm not even sure. I got to double check that. But it's not as if we were clinging on though. Yeah, Arsenal went through on goal and stuff like that. But it's not like we clung on for life as I've heard it. All I've heard was Merson saying, "Oh, another set piece, another set piece, another set piece." He compared these set pieces to like Arsenal taking penalties. That's mad. So you can obviously say the only way Arsenal were going to score was by set pieces, which, to be fair, is the most common way a lot of these title contending teams seem to win games at. So yeah, it didn't. To be fair, I mean, it wasn't concerning for me at all because teams like Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, they aren't going to be the teams we need to be focused on. Yeah, get a result, but what matters to me is the next game, which is Forest at home for us. Teams like them, we need to focus on beating them and working hard against them because I feel like tonight was more like the United players just trying to park the bus, trying to get a result. And you know what? That isn't a bad thing to do because at Arsenal, it's yeah, the odd teams have got results there, but it's pretty difficult. So you know what? If it would have ended 0, I'd been okay, fair enough, or any kind of draw. I'd been satisfied with it. And I gotta say, there was probably that's the only negative was conceding set pieces. I feel like if Arsenal wasn't that strong in set pieces, we could go with a 0-0 draw, or they could have scraped it 1-0. And they did deserve the win. They did kind of dominate. We were poor. That stream I was on as well, just as poor. But we kept giving the ball away. It's just like we weren't really there to attack. We were just there to sit back, and we had the odd moment where I think there was a free kick, and I think Rashford heads it. Keeper made a stunning save. Then yeah, another maybe another free kick. It was passed. I think Fernandez had a shot. Keeper saved it. I think it was Fernandez anyway. So we did have a moment to score, and if that would have went in, who knows what could have happened? It might have finished 2-1. It could have been 2-2. You never know. So there wasn't much of a goal threat, but the moments we did have, should have made the most of it. And the only good thing that came from that, I mean, I know the lack of goal threat is poor, but that's going to happen in games like this. It's Forest at home and teams like that. If we continue doing that, if we continue playing like that under this new manager, then it would be concerning. But from what I've gathered so far, I mean, it doesn't sound too disastrous, right? I mean, next game is Forest home. We're still good. I mean, we can still get wins on the board. Just let's focus on the teams that are beatable in front of us, and then we can start slating the manager and players because it's not good to be slating the players now. Give them a bit of credit for what they did in the previous game, and give that Amorim some time. It's Arsenal, they're way better than us. Teams above us or teams of Germany, there's some teams that are better than us. Everyone's gonna beat us. This is the ironic thing. Everyone beats us, so it's not a shock. Like people said, oh, Arsenal, look how miles ahead they are. Yeah, like if you think about the domination United have had in the past, since the Premier League started, of course there's going to be a big downfall. Arsenal were always going to come into it eventually and start being, start trying to dominate and being contenders. Like, it was always going to happen like that. It was just a matter of when. But I would not want Arteta as a manager. I need a manager that can do what Arteta's team does, but actually gets over the line and has success with it. Arteta's not a successful manager, so you can't rate him highly. You can rate him for the work he's put into a team, but not for anything. Not for his lack of success. You know. Yeah. So I'm be bothered by that. Arsenal fans are going to treat this like a trophy. They're gonna treat it like you know, oh my god, we just beat Man United. Yes, if that's what it's come down to, it's sad and pathetic. It really is. I think yeah, it really is to come down to. I know watch Arsenal fans on social media be like, yo, we beat Man United. Oh my god, you didn't get anything for that though. A lot of teams are beating us, so it's not just you. So yeah, so that's why I'm not really majorly concerned. But if we get beat at Forest, whew, that's going to concern me. They are a strong side, Forest, but after seeing City tonight winning, we should be able to score 2 or 3 past them. And my predictions have been a little bit close, but not that close. I did predict 4-2 Arsenal, so I did predict them to win by 2 goals. So I was kind of on the right track, but I expect us to score. And I'm also partly happy that we did lose because Liverpool didn't win. You know, that puts a bit 8% behind, 10 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool lose and Arsenal win. Boy, if that Arsenal wins, that would have been so much better. So I don't think rival fans realise that sometimes the other rival fans are secretly happy with losing to them. If that makes any sort of sense. So yeah, well done Newcastle. 3-3, eh? It's fantastic. What a point for you lot. Wow. I know what to say. I thought Liverpool were going to hammer you lot, but you came back and you had to show character against a Liverpool team that is the best in the world currently, in my opinion. I mean, it's a fact anyway, seeing what Liverpool are like. So yeah, well done. City 3-0, as I just discussed. Puts a little bit more pressure up there. Bear that in mind, I'm probably not going to be talking about every single team because I have a habit of forgetting, and that leads me to hesitate. I will try and say the results that I can remember. And Brentford, I think, have lost at Villa 3-1. My local team, I think it ended 3-1 anyway. I'm not sure. I started recording like 8 minutes ago, so I don't know if that what's happening there. Palace losing at Ipswich. No, winning at Ipswich, my bad. 1-0, which that was a 0-0 game win all over it. Palace had a tiny bit of quality. You know, Leicester, under Rude. I think it ended 3-1 Leicester under Van Nistelrooy. Nice one. Good employment so far. I'm going to try and remember. Everton 4-0 against Wolves. And then next match is in the derby against Liverpool. Whew. Damn, okay. That should be interesting. But I think Liverpool, just because Everton won 4-0 tonight, it was against a terrible Wolves team. So their defence can still leak goals. So I'm going to predict at least Liverpool to go there and win 3-1. At least. But yeah, I had to talk about some of the results. If I missed anything out, I do apologise. But yeah, what do I say about the next game? I don't know. Seeing tonight's match, we didn't really do much in terms of scoring, but when you're going away to a team like Arsenal and you're way below par, you're awful, you can leak goals, you're not really going to expect to do anything else. So you know what? I see what Amrin was trying to do, have a defensive style to it, but it didn't quite work out in that one. So I see his identity already. I see what he was trying to implement, but it wasn't going to work in this Arsenal match. He's got to accept that he's going to have games like this. It's not with sporting where teams are nowhere near like Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and teams like that. You know, so, you know, he's going to be facing difficult challenges. But some managers like that. So, you know, it is what it is. My prediction for the United Forest match. Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know what feeling I've got this. I'm going to probably... Forest will score. I wouldn't be surprised if they take the lead. If they take the lead or go 2-0, I would still fancy to try and come back and win. I'm going to have a punt. I might say 2-1 United. If we actually play well and have a good performance, it will be 3-1 United. I can't see a Forest to win. I can see them getting a 1-1 result. Don't get me wrong. But if United have their shooting boots on that game and they really turn up the style which they can, I actually want to score goals. I'm probably going to say 2-1 United if they're not at their best but still win. But if they are at their best, I'm going to say 3-1 United if it's similar to the Everton match. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give a like, comment, share everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below. I'll see you in my next video.